Hello everyone, welcome back. So today in this video I am going to discuss about what is the difference between positive testing and negative testing. So in my previous videos I have already discussed about what is positive testing and what is negative testing in other some two separate videos, but today we are going to discuss about difference between them. So if you guys have not still see my last positive testing and negative testing video, so I'll request you to please see my these two videos first, then come to this video, then you can get a more knowledge on the difference. Okay, because in that positive testing and negative testing video I have discussed in very detail. Okay, so let's start our today's topic. What is the difference between positive testing and negative testing? First, in this difference, first we will discuss about what is the definitions of positive testing and negative testing. So positive testing says that it's a type of testing which is performed on a particular software applications by providing the valid sets of data as an input. So in any applications, whenever we are testing that with some valid set of data or positive set of data, then we can call it as a positive testing. Okay, so it checks whether the software applications behaves as expected with the positive inputs or not. Okay, and also positive testing is performed in order to check whether the software application does exactly what it is expected to do, right? So these are the positive testing. And what is the definitions of negative testing? So negative testing in a software testing type which is used to check the software applications for unexpected input data and conditions. Mean we can say that we will use positive testing or we will use negative testing with some negative set of data, negative set of conditions, negative set of input values, right? Then we can tell it as a negative testing. So these are the two definitions between positive testing and negative testing. So this is the first point. Okay, now coming to the second point. So positive testing is performed for expected conditions. Okay, so positive, we can say that positive testing. Okay, so it is performed for an expected condition. It is performed for an expected conditions, or we can say that as per requirement. As per requirements means, suppose one client give us some requirement, and as per the requirement our developer will develop that application. Now as a test engineer, our responsibility is to check first whatever whatever requirement has given by the client. As per the requirement, our test engineer will test that application, right? So that means we are performing some expected condition as per some expected conditions, or we can say that as per some requirements. Then we can say it as a positive testing. On the other hand, negative testing, we can say it that performed for unexpected unexpected condition, right? Or we can say that, or not as per requirements. So beyond the requirements, whenever we are testing something, that is called negative testing. So as negative testing definition says that whenever we are testing any applications with some unexpected input data, that is negative testing. And what is positive testing? Whenever we are checking any software application with some expected set of data or positive set of data, that is called positive testing. So that's why positive testing is performed for an expected condition, or we can say as per requirements. But on the negative testing, it is performed for unexpected conditions or not as per the requirements. Okay. Now coming to the number 3. So number 3. So positive testing says that in positive testing 100% test coverage is not possible. So positive testing here 100% test coverage is not possible. 100% test coverage is not possible on positive testing. So what do you mean by 100% test coverage? Where both positive testing or both positive test cases and negative test cases both are present, then we can say it is a 100% test coverage. But in positive testing, what we discussed, we will check with some expected setup condition or positive setup condition or as per the requirements. That means in positive testing there is no 100% test coverage. So that's why we can say that positive testing 100% test coverage is not possible. Okay. Now on the other hand, in negative testing, so negative testing, what we can say that 100% test coverage is possible. 100% test coverage is possible because in negative testing, first we have to check positive testing, then we can check negative testing. So in negative testing, both positive test cases and negative test cases both will be checked. That's why in negative testing 100% test coverage is possible. It is the most important point of or most important difference of positive testing and negative testing. Okay. Now coming to the next. So number 4. So number 4 definition difference. Now in positive testing, what we will do positive testing? Positive testing does not ensure defect free software. So positive testing, we can say that does not ensure defect free software. Means why we can say like that, why positive testing doesn't ensure defect free software? Because in positive testing we are not covering 100% test case coverage. So as my third point, I have discussed that in positive testing 100% test coverage is not possible. So until unless we are covering all the test cases, then we cannot say that it is a correct software or it's a defect-free software. So if we check 100% test cases, 100% test cases coverage, then we can say that yes, my software applications is defect-free. But in positive testing, as we are not testing 100% test case coverage, so that's why we cannot tell that or we cannot ensure that it's a defect-free software. So that's why positive testing doesn't ensure defect-free software. On the other hand, negative testing ensure defect-free software. Negative testing ensure defect-free software because in negative testing we are testing 100% test coverage. So that's why negative testing ensure defect-free software. Okay. Now coming to the next one, number 5. So positive testing, anyone can do that. Any developer, any tester, or any freshers, or any less experience. Okay, so anyone can do positive testing. But on the other hand, negative testing only can done by any professionals or experience. Okay, so we can say that positive testing anyone can do. Anyone can do. Okay, so on the other hand, negative testing, we can say that professional or expert or experience. experience can do. Why? Suppose what positive testing definition says, or what positive testing says. Positive testing says that we have to check as per requirement, right? So positive testing says that we have to check as per requirement. Suppose, let's say, suppose any freshers test engineer or any developer, if we give them that client or customer requirement, they can easily study that requirement, and as per requirement they can test. So anyone can test as per the requirement. So this is the criteria of positive testing. On the other hand, negative testing, there is no sets of requirement, unexpected condition, or not as per the requirements. Means we have to think, our logical power, our thinking power should be great. Until unless we cannot check negative testing. So in negative testing we have to think lots of scenarios, or we need more knowledge. We should have extra thinking power, then we can do negative testing. Okay, so that's why any professionals or any experienced person, they can test negative testing. Means suppose if I am let's say in your project, you guys are two testers in your project, you and another one. Let's suppose, just for example, so let's say you are 5 years of experience and another one is 6 months of experience. So now check. Now tell me, whenever you two guys are checking one application, who will be check more, or whose check will be efficient? Obviously your, because you are more experienced, you have more extra knowledge on testing, right? You have already checked lots of applications, lots of negative scenario, so your thinking power is different or more compared with that less experienced tester. So that's why negative testing any professionals or experience can do, but on the positive testing anyone can do. Now coming to the next point. So number six. So positive testing, whenever we will perform positive testing, it will take less time. So positive testing will take less time. On the other hand, negative testing will take more time. Because why? Same. Because positive testing, we have to check only the positive test cases, or we have to check as per the requirements. So that's why it will take less time. But on the other hand, negative testing, it will take more time, because in the basis of negative testing we have to think more. And negative testing is not depend on some expected conditions. We will perform negative testing with some unexpected condition. So that's why negative testing will take more time, right? Coming to the number 7. So positive testing doesn't ensure good quality product. Why? Why positive testing doesn't ensure good quality product? Because positive testing cannot cover 100% test case coverage. So in positive testing, we are testing with some expected conditions, with some customer requirements. So that's why positive testing doesn't ensure good quality product. So we can say that positive testing doesn't ensure good quality product. Okay, so on the other hand, negative testing ensures good quality product. Why? Because in negative testing we are covering 100% test case coverage, and also negative testing is depend upon some unexpected conditions, some unexpected user requirements. So that's why negative testing ensure good quality product, right? Now coming to the number 8. So we will check positive testing with some valid set of values. we will check positive testing with some valid set of values. We will check positive testing with some valid set of values. On the other hand, we will check negative testing with some invalid set of values. What do you mean by that? Valid set of values and invalid set of values. Let's say I am giving you one very basic example. Suppose this is one field, and let's say this field can only accept, let's say this field can only accept 0 to 10. Okay, so this field can only accept 0 to 10, means before any values, before 0 values, it can't accept. This text field can't accept. Let's say it's a text field. It's a text field. Okay, so this text field can accept only 0 to 10 digit. That means 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. So this field can only accept these values 0 to 10. So only these values can accept. So whenever we are testing this text field, for that positive testing, we can test only by putting 0 or 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 or 9 or 10. So only we can put these values in that text field, and we can assure that yes, it is working as per requirement. Then we can say that it's a positive testing. We can say it's a positive testing. Got it? Now, on the other hand, so this field, so when we can when we can say it as a negative testing. Now, this field is accept only 0 to 10 values. But whenever we are putting value like this, 0, A, B, that means it is not acceptable, because only accepted value is 0 to 10, but we are putting some value beyond that 0 to 10 values. That means we are testing negative ways. We are testing with some unexpected setup conditions, right? Or if we put like that, at the rate 5h, it is not acceptable. Or 11 is also not acceptable, because only accepted value is 0 to 10. Or we can say that 0, 1, 2, or if we put like value 1, 6, h, y, like this is also not acceptable. Or if we put like any underscore, it is also not acceptable. Or if we put some blank spaces, or if we put some blank spaces, then it is also not acceptable. Got it? So whenever we are putting some value different, I mean except 0 to 10, then we can say it as a negative testing. So what we can say, that we can say it's as a negative testing. Got it? So this is the example of negative testing. That means, so valid set of values means these are the valid set of values. So that means, so that's why it's calling it is calling as a positive testing. And why this is negative testing, why this is invalid set of values? Because we are putting some invalid data as a I mean as per, or we can say it's as a unexpected setup conditions or some negative values. Then we can say it as a invalid set of values. Okay, so this is the example of negative testing. Or let's say, suppose this is one Gmail applications, or this is one login page. So in that login page there is one is username field, one is password field, and this is login button. Let's say I'm just trying to give you some example on that. Okay, so this is the username, and this is the password, and this is the login button. Suppose if we put the correct username, correct password, and then if we click the login button, let's say one home page will appear. One home page will, let's say one home page will appear. So this is the home page. This is the home page. So this is the home page. One home page will appear. So this is the criteria, or this is the requirement. So if any user put the correct username and correct password and then clicking on login button, and page is redirecting to the home page, that means it's a positive testing. So when we can say it's a negative testing? So when any user put the incorrect username and correct password and then clicking on the login button, or correct username, incorrect password, and then clicking on the login button, or incorrect username and incorrect password and clicking on the login button. So these are all the negative testing. So we are putting some negative set of data, right? So now you guys are very much clear about what is positive testing and what is negative testing, and what are the difference between this positive testing and negative testing, right? So if you guys have any doubt, please comment me. If you guys like my video, please thumbs up and share with your friends, and subscribe to my channel EduPaat and clicking on the bell icon to get my videos update first. So see you in the next videos with some interesting topics of software testing. Thank you.